All right, guys, good evening. Yeah, I'm smiling because whenever I'm doing this thing, I love it so much. All right, so welcome to another episode on admission and scholarship. So, based on the past videos I've been talking about, like how you get started, like the processes on how to tackle admission, right? So, like to be guided on the right way and all the likes. Now, what happens when you gain this admission? So now, what is the next step? What is your next move? What do you do next? That's a question that we should be asking ourselves. Now, that is the most important and crucial part, because that's what is gonna take us from where we are to where we want to go to. Right. So now, when you gain admission, now what happens? Martin, you receive a congratulatory message from the school. Oh, blah blah blah, Tiny, you gain admission, congratulations, this that. Now they will send a very long email with an admission letter. Now I want you to pay keen attention to that email, like follow every word, everything that they wrote on that email detailedly, because that is what will take you to your visa processing and you'll be finally here. All right, so for example, when you gain admission, so in that email, they'll outline all the necessary steps that you need to carry out so that they can issue a document called I-20, right? They can issue a document called I-20. So now, when they give you admission, they'll give you outline all the steps. You don't need to, that's why I say these things, you don't even need an agent. Man, they've already written all the steps there. All you need to do is just follow. Isn't that great? Like, that's a good thing, right? I've given you all the steps. All you need to do is just follow. Just follow everything. So, the first document, like I said, that I might want to ask from you is your I-20. Which documentation will they require from you to get your I-20? So, I think the documentation that they'll be talking about there is your financial statement, because they need your financial statement. Financial statement can also say like something like bank account, because they will need that so that because they want to assess if this particular student will be able to sponsor his or herself while here, or take care of herself or himself while they are here. It could be in the United States, it could be in the UK, it could be in Australia, it could be in Canada, so many other places. Right, so now when you try to issue them a financial statement or a bank statement, try to check, go to their website, go to the school website. Now check their fee, because well, in the document that they will tell you to fill in, let me say, like, okay, I'm coming to that. So go to the school website, try to check their tuition and try to see what you can submit to them. So if, for example, the tuition is about $30,000, so what you're gonna be submitting to them should about a bouncing of, let me say, about 50K. You get at least, let it surmount the amount that they give you as tuition, at least to know that this person can take care of him or herself while they are schooling. So another one is your financial guarantor form. So in that form, they might be asking you, are you going to do a personal sponsorship, or maybe a company that is sponsoring you, or maybe a relative, and so who's going to be your guarantor while you're here. So all those things will be taken into consideration, which is very, very, very crucial and very, very vital. Okay, like I said, your financial statement, they also don't need this in your bank account and your bank statement, right? The financial guarantor form to issue a document that they call I-20, and this I-20 document usually takes about 5 to 7 business days. That's what they will say, but usually come less than that. I experienced that mine came less than that, maybe like about 3 days. They sent it was up to 3 days. In about 2 days, when I paid, when I forwarded the financial statement to them and my passport that they requested. Yeah, they requested my passport and my bank statement. So when I forwarded the stuff to them, they sent my I-20 via email. So after they've sent you the I-20, that's the first step. Now, what's the second step? The second step now is to now do what they call, you try to pay your service fee, because you need to pay that service. But the reason why I say you tackle the service fee first, because you need that service fee. When they send you the I-20, there's a particular ID that I've sent it there. In fact, the service fee account, I've already chopped everything, the details that you can use it to pay. So how you pay the service fee is, most of the time in Africa, we don't have this means of paying, maybe like from our home country to banks here abroad. So what will happen is you can tell maybe your family to help you, or maybe a relative, you have someone that can help you pay that. The service fee usually about $250. So in my own case, my auntie helped me to pay that, which was very credible and recommendable. Right. So after they have paid that fee, they'll send now a service kind of fee receipt on some stuff, whereby you see your service fee ID and everything. So you can be using that ID to go on their website to check the status of your service, if it has been paid or not. So you just type service fee payment on Google. Now their website will pop out. Service like SEVIS. So when you type that, their website will pop out. Then you can, I think they was usually FMJ, something like fmj.service.com, something like that, or US also. They just type service fee payment, US service fee payment, and it will pop out and you see, check your status there. Because to check your status, you need your ID, your last name, and your date of birth. All right, so after you've done that, now what's the next step? Because it's a must that you must pay that particular ID, right? Like I said, so that you need to apply for the other document that comes. Yeah, because if you don't pay your service ID, they won't give you access to fill your DS-160 non-immigrant form. Because while filling the DS-160 non-immigrant form, there's a space whereby they require that service ID to show that you've paid, because you need to input it there. That's only when you pay, that's when they will issue you a particular ID that you use to fill your DS-160 non-immigrant form. So you see how the step goes. The first step is you gain admission, send the required document they told you to send, so that they can issue your I-20, which is your bank statement, your passport, and fill the financial guarantor form. After that, they issue the I-20. So the other one, you pay your service fee, about $250. When you have paid that, now you can now proceed to go to, just type DS-160 non-immigrant form on Google. Just do that. Once you type, it will pop out. You'll see that this is like, you know, the US website from fake website. You see how you know this is US own. So when you pop up now, you can now click into it and start filling. Choose non-immigrant. You start filling a non-immigrant form. So all those information, including the service fee ID that you paid, all those things, the receipt that they gave you, don't need it there. So you fill in all those details. You put who you want to be with here, why you're here, and all those informations are very, 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 very vital and very necessary. So which means you pay service fee. The next service, you use those information in your service fee receipt to fill them in the DS-160 non-immigrant form that you download from their website. So after filling the DS-160 non-immigrant form, what was the next step? Now you now go, if for example you're in a particular country, let me say like in Nigeria, or maybe say like in Kenya, or maybe let me say like in Zimbabwe, or this thing, just go to their website. Just types that American embassy in this. in Zimbabwe, American embassy in Kenya, American embassy in Nigeria, American embassy in Cameroon. Just type and it will appear. From there. You see all the various services that they offer. So you see the non-immigrant. Click non-immigrant, because you're going as a student, you're going as a non-immigrant, you're not going as an immigrant. Immigrants are for those who won lottery and those who got married to their spouse that were here, and the other means. There are many of them, which we are going to talk about them in a different day. So you click on non-immigrant form. When you click on that form, it will not open. So you have to create an account with them. You create an account so that they can let you into their site whereby you can book your visa appointment. Remember, that's when you are done filling the GS160 form. And when you fill that GS160 form, there's a particular amount of money that you pay. Yeah, there's a fee for it that you pay for the GS160 form. So you don't pay to fill the GS160 form, but when you're done with that, the payment will come in front. It will complement what I'm trying to say. So once you fill the form, you create the account with your country embassy to book for visa. So after you're done, then now you have to pay a particular fee, visa interview fee, or let me say like booking payment fee, whereby you pay a particular amount of money. Then from there now you can be eligible now to book appointment on that website. So you pay that money before you can be eligible to book appointment on that website. So once you pay that money, now you now have access to various dates. So just always make sure you choose a date that is suitable to when you know you'll be very chanced and free to travel, which is very, very important. So do not rush it. So for example, if your school is to begin in fall, I advise you to choose dates that are in fall. Usually 4 years usually in August. So I can advise you to choose dates that are starting from July at least, or maybe like September. No, what am I be talking about? Let me say like this, from June, July. So maybe like you might want to schedule your interview in June, all those things, so that you have everything come fast and you know how to prepare for the next step, which is very, very important. Okay, guys, if you need any guidance, just let me know. I will walk you through that. Okay, thank you very much.